How did you do that?
Blair, how did we do what? What are we doing today? How are we
Well,
exploring?
let's get this all together here. So we are looking at... Dun, 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 dun. Give me a second. I just got to get it all together. I hope you guys haven't been too distracted by this giant... Well, it's not giant, but it's a Bobcat machine out... it's probably like 20 feet from us at the moment. It's outside this door.
But what are they doing?
What
Tell us
are
the
they
exciting
doing?
news. What are they doing with that
What are they
Bobcat?
doing? Well, you tell them because I'm...
Okay,
You're
I'll
distracting me
distract.
right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so stalling mode. So we are having an ocean front. We live right like 20 yards from the ocean here. We're building an ocean front production studio right now that'll be for video, music, and live events. It'll be floor-to-ceiling windows looking out at the water. We live on a beautiful canal here on Salt Spring Island. And so they're leveling out all of the dirt where the floor is going to go. And we
nice.
should be able to host for our upcoming eCourse Adventures retreats, which will be happening starting in 2019, where you can come and learn and mastermind and produce. We'll be able to host 30 to 40 people for live stream events and workshops, which is, we're so excited. So the Bobcat, if you can hear it, is preparing the space.
Yeah.
It's really exciting.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's
Can't
going to be the
wait.
nicest event space on Salt Spring Island, I reckon.
Definitely will.
It will. You'll see.
All right.
Anyways, enough
we are
stalling.
ready now. Good stalling, Brad. So this is checkpoint 2-3, Fountain of Riches.
Oh my god!
Heck yeah. Ow.
Wow! That's more beautiful than the
I
pictures.
know, I knew it was going to be beautiful, but I was not expecting that.
Wow.
You guys seeing
It's
this?
so clear.
Wow.
So as you can see, we're interacting
Yeah,
with the
so
green screen, bringing
apparently
people
there's
into the
a
environment.
legend about this place that it's like the fountain of youth, and I don't know, personally, I don't really know if I really believe that, but while we're here, let's pay our respects.
Well, I heard that there was like a water goddess or something like
Really?
that lives in the waters, and that when you drink it, you drink in your wishes and they become true. Apparently, that's what I read in the brochure before we came on the trip.
Okay. Well,
What do you say
Anyways,
we go down and drink some?
yeah, I mean, at very least, I'm sure that it's some really good water. Let's go have a
Absolutely.
sip.
It's probably got minerals and stuff in it. I'll race you down there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Water sound effects, splashing in the water.
So
Yeah.
clear. The water looks really, really clean.
I'm just gonna pause it for a second. So yeah, this was like, as I said earlier, this is probably one of the, at the time, the most advanced lesson that we had done, with multiple different backgrounds and a bit more of a storyline. And the big key that we found that makes this work is, when in your pre-production stage, it's really getting clear on your background. So therefore, when you're in front of the camera, you already know what your background is, so you can interact with what's behind you to pull, yourself into the scene. So as you saw before, when we were up at the waterfall, we actually, when I was directing this, I got them to point. So when Andy points, he kind of knew on the actual green screen where that would be. And so here, if I can,
We look so
Pop
young
that.
and youthful there.
so yeah, you didn't need the Fountain of Youth. So let's see here.
It's the fountain of riches.
Fountain of Riches. I got it. Yeah, I have it. Fountain of Youth here. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for you guys. Well, let's just open this one up and see. All right, and Fountain of Youth. Take one.
It's the fountain of riches, Blair.
Right, and action.
Some things never change.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hold on. I gotta put it on the other screen. So that's why. There we go. Now you guys can see it. So.
Heck yeah. Ow.
Wow! That's more beautiful than the
I
pictures.
know, I knew it was going to be beautiful, but I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and so you can see that's pretty much
Look at
what
that.
they're
It's
looking
in
at.
the
Anyone
water.
familiar with using a green screen, it's pretty much just a blank green screen. And so that's what turns into when you put the background into this.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Pretty
And I believe
special.
we found that background. It would have been on Video Blocks that we got that.
Yeah, it would have been one of the many different sites that you can find backgrounds of sorts, and yeah, and that's where we, using a video background, it's a little more pricey, but definitely
Here.
worth it.
Wow.
Creates the effect,
Yeah,
the
so
illusion.
Definitely, if you
Apparently
can make
there's-
your
there's
own
a
video
legend about
backgrounds,
this.
it's well worth it.
Yeah, so if
because-
you have a waterfall in your background
Yeah.
and you want to use a waterfall, by all means. Sometimes, actually, for the costs of video backgrounds that we find, it's almost worth just going on vacation to your site with a good camera.
it's almost cheaper.
Yeah, you could probably, for the cost of a ticket, it's pretty
Yeah.
much, pretty close actually to it.
Totally.
And but it adds a lot compared to just a static photo background. And then and eventually the fun part was we hear that we get introduced to the water goddess.
Goddess must live or something. Well,
Let's try some of this water.
let's try some water. Cheers, bro.
Water sound effects.
Yeah, we had the sound effects.
Sound effects of dipping into the
key.
water.
In the top right corner, you can see.
Dude, that's unreal.
I was just wondering the same thing.
Remember your intentions. Keep your why close to your heart. Live those choices now. This is where you start. The future is a distraction from the moment at hand. This is your place of power here where you stand.
My maiden wife.
Yeah, that's before Soren.
That was where she was probably
Enjoy
2
each
weeks
moment,
pregnant there.
Each step along the way, so that your failures are successes and your work feels like play. If you're only here to get rich, then you're on the wrong mountain. You've been misguided and are drinking from the wrong fountain.
We're definitely here for the right reasons.
Yeah, we're on the right mountain.
Look at the little bird.
By being authentic and wild, you create your freedom lifestyle, so you have time to do what makes life worthwhile.
Yeah.
Alignment of thought, word, and deed is your how. Drink the elixir of life and claim your riches now.
We're on the right mountain, water goddess. Thank you. Cheers.
So the idea of this lesson, before we get into the how-to, was this just about living our dreams now. Because most people, we're working our asses off. Possibly you're working another job or another business, and this is your side
This
gig.
is
And
the
the
one?
idea is like, if you were already making the money that you're trying to make with your business, what would you be doing with your lifestyle? And how can you begin to integrate those things into your life now, whether it's daily
Yeah.
or weekly? And for me, like, before I started building e-courses, it was I wanted to be playing professional golf. And at the time, I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to have a membership. So I would go to a park down the road and I would just hit golf balls around at towards a stick in the middle of a field. And I would go to these private clubs and I would use their putting and chipping green and do that for free. And so eventually, I could buy a membership in that again. But that was how I was living my dreams then and making it real, so it wasn't this far off distant thing. And
Nice.
what are you doing for music? Like, that's a huge part of your life. And
Totally. Yeah, and that's where just like at this stage, I'm not necessarily going off and touring the world in any form, but every Tuesday and Saturday I go down to our local market and just play music, and that's even just to give back and have fun and interact and just continue to get just better with my own skills,
yeah,
and living the lifestyle now. That's the key.
yeah.
Yeah, living
Yeah.
the lifestyle now, not like it's something that will come down the road in some magic gift, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, here is, this is again the green screen with Celeste, and the way we worked with that is multiple layers. So we would get all of our layers, again, just this, for example, if you're doing your green screen work,
Remember your intentions and keep your why close to your heart. Live
And then we would take this, and through using, this was actually just solely Premiere Pro. I wasn't using After Effects at the time like I do now. And then just being able to place her using some opacity tricks, and just made that in there, and added some extra layers, a few extra special effect layers. I wonder if I can even bring those up to show you guys. Let's see here. If you're listening, I apologize that you can't see. Oh, that's all.
You can go to the eCourse
Sound effects.
Adventures platform, though, and if you're not in our community, you can sign up for our free community, and you get to see all of our How Did We Do That episodes, private webinars and mastermind sessions. You get to be a part of the community experience. That's free. And you can just go to, at the moment of this recording, just go to ecourseadventures.mn.co.
You know, I find on YouTube there's all these really great free green screen effects.
Yeah.
And then just using one of those YouTube to video encoders or whatever
Yeah.
online. This is how I get access to all these, and something like this. Oh, minus the music. We don't need the music. But so I would just use something like that to place in front of the water goddess, and I might have layered a few of these. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Can't remember at the time what we used, but that's the thing. You just kind of go and find what you need, and just use what you have, and just get creative. You know, just keep searching. The amount of time that I've definitely searched online probably is at least 3 to 4 times as long, if not sometimes more, than what I spend actually producing the work, like, you know, in front of the camera with these guys, or even sometimes editing.
Yeah.
It's a huge part, and sometimes we get lucky and it's really fast. Other times you just gotta look for that needle in the haystack, and it's worth
sometimes
it.
you've had to build the backgrounds. Like, I think there was actually over by the water goddess in one of the scenes, you actually had to like create the rock wall and the waterfall behind her when you do the closer up of her, because you couldn't get the angle right.
Oh yeah, that's right, because again the angle wasn't there, so I had to do. That's right.
I remember trying to talk. Yeah, right there. You had to build that whole background there.
Yeah, and taking pieces and adding another waterfall effect over top of her. That's
You're like a
right.
digital stonemason.
A digital stonemason. I know, right? It's like, I think it's right beside in the digital yellow pages, beside the digital moving company. Digital stonemasonry.
It's a lot better for the body.
I know, it's a
Yeah.
lot easier. Yeah, so there you have it, folks. That's how we did that.